So hello everyone, I'm going to solve the questions from April long challenge from Codechef. So let's start with the question. So as you can see, this is the link for April long challenge 2019. I'll try the questions from division 2 because my rating is less than 1800. So these are the list of the questions. So we'll try with the first question, which is the easiest one, maximum remaining. You can see there are over 10,000 submissions, so this is pretty easy to solve. So maximum remaining. So the question goes something like this. Chef and they have become friends recently. Chef wants to test They's intelligence by giving him a puzzle to solve. The puzzle contains an integer sequence a1, a2 up to an, and the answer to the puzzle is the maximum of ai mod aj taken over all valid ij. Help They solve this puzzle. The input section goes like this. The first line of each test case contains a single integer n. The second line contains n space separated integers a1, a2 up to an, and the output is for each test case print a single line containing one integer, the answer to the puzzle. Okay, let's also see the constraints given. The number of integers is between 2 and 10 raised to 5, and each number can be between 1 and 10 raised to 9. So there are two subtasks. For the first 30 points, this question is for 100 points. So if you solve uh, for cases where n is between 2 and 1000, you'll get 30 points, and for remaining it is 70 points. So let's not worry about these subtasks. So the first example test case given has 5 integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the output is 4. Now how we are getting this output as 4? Let's read the question again. The puzzle contains an integer sequence a1, a2 up to an, and the answer to the puzzle is this maximum of ai mod aj taken over all valid ij. So what does this mean? It simply means that there are n integers, and you can take, if there are n integers, you can have n into n minus 1 pairs of integers. Let's say if there are 5 numbers, each of them can be paired with remaining 4. So 5 into 4, which is n into n minus 1, those many pairs exist, and we need to find the best pair, best possible. When I say best pair, I mean the pair which gives the maximum of this ai mod aj. So whichever pair gives that maximum value, that is the desired result. Okay, now let me try to explain this using some diagram on this tool. So let's say n is equal to 5. Let's take the example from the Codechef page given itself. So the question here is this one. N is 5 and those 5 numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say those numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what do you think is the approach? How do you approach this question? So one easy approach is to check for all possible pairs and see which pair gives the maximum output. But that is going to exceed time limit, because n can be, the time limit is 1 second, and n can be in worst case can be between here. It can be up to 10 raised to 5. So if you check for each and every pair, definitely it will exceed time limit, because checking every pair, that means checking 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to 5 minus 1. These many pairs are there, and that is approximately equal to 10 raised to 10. And the limit for 1 second is 10 raised to 8. That means you can have 10 raised to 8 computations approximately for 1 second time limit. So brute force is not going to work here. So what is the other approach that we can use for this question? If you see clearly, I mean, try to find the smart way to solve this question. You can see that the maximum value in this test case was 4, and here it was 5 for this second example, and that is coming when we take second largest and largest number as the pair. Why it works? See, 4 mod 5 gives 4. Here the largest number is 8 and the second largest is 5. So 5 mod 8 gives 5. That means whenever you take the second largest and mod it with the largest value, that is the desired output. Now why it works every time? Because we are taking the mod with the largest number, and whatever you take here, mod 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, the output will be this number itself. And so it makes sense to have the largest of the remaining numbers. I mean, we are taking the mod by the largest number here, which is 5. Out of the remaining 4 numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the largest is 4, that is the second largest number. So 4 mod 5 will definitely give the maximum possible output, because if you take 3 here, it will be 3. If you take 2 here, the output will be 2. So the smart way was to not check for every pair, but simply find the largest and second largest number and take second largest number and mod it with the largest number. That is the desired output. Now let's try to solve this question. So now the question arises how to find the largest and second largest number in the best possible way or in the shortest time possible. So we can easily sort the given sequence using in time complexity n log n. So definitely you can sort using, and after sorting the largest and second largest are, if you sort in ascending order, they are in the end, and if you sort in a descending order, in the starting two numbers are the largest and second largest. So let's try to solve this question. I'll open my text editor. I'm going to use Sublime Text here, and C++ as my programming language, which you can easily guess by my channel's name. So I'll open the Sublime Text here, and okay, the input. The first line of each test case contains a single integer n, so int n. Let's take that input c in n. Now what they are saying is second line contains n space separated integers, so n, let's take those n numbers. First let me declare one vector which is of size n. I'll iterate from 0 to n and take that, I'll take v of I. So now we have the n numbers stored in this vector. As we discussed, we need to sort these n numbers, so I'll use sort function which is inbuilt in C++. I'll use sort using v.begin, v.end. These are the indexes between which I need to sort, so I'm sorting everything from starting to end, v.begin, v.end. It will sort. After this operation, we have the numbers in the sorted order. By default it sorts in ascending order, so I'll get the numbers from the last two numbers basically. So I'll iterate from, but I know that last number is the largest number is stored at index n minus 1, so that we can easily find the last index. But finding the second largest number is a bit tricky. It's not that the second number from the end is your second largest number, because there can be a case where the last three numbers are the same, that is 5 5 5, and then the 4 is there. So that means second largest number is not guaranteed that it will be stored in the index n minus 2. So that is the reason we need to find that first number where that second largest number is stored. So I'll iterate from n minus 2 and then I greater than 0 and I minus minus. I'm going backwards, that is from the other end of the loop, other end of the vector I mean. So I'll say if v of I is not equal to v of n minus 1. Now n minus 1 here is that index stores the largest number, so I'm finding the first number which is not equal to the largest number. That will give the second largest number. So if v of I is not equal to v of n minus 1, we'll say that we have found our second largest number. So second largest is equal to v of I, and we can break out of the loop. Okay, and after this we have our second largest number, and we need to declare this number. So I'll declare it here. I'll initialize it with 0. So I'll check if second largest is still 0. That means even after iterating through this complete for loop, this if condition never became true. That means all numbers are same. That means every number, let's say there are 5 numbers, every number is 10. Say for example 10 10 10 10 10. So at no point this v of I will not be equal to v of n minus 1. That means it'll always be equal to v of n minus 1. So it will never enter this loop, and second largest will be 0. So in that case the second largest number is equal to the largest number itself, because every number is same. So just for handling that edge test corner case, I'm writing this condition: if second largest is equal to 0, second largest is the same as largest number. And we can simply Now that we have the largest and second largest number, we need to print second largest mod the largest, which is stored at v of n minus I. This is the output. So let's try to submit this question. I'll submit this question. Okay, I'll paste it here. Okay, let's try to run with some custom test case. Let's take the example given in on Codechef itself. That is, we have 5 numbers and those numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's test what is the output. I don't want to submit actually. Actually, I want to. Okay, let's try to submit it without testing. We'll see. So submission is queued. It is running on various test cases. Let's see what happens. So correct answer, it has passed all the test cases. The only problem with this question was finding that second largest number, because we may miss that case and directly write that v of n minus 1 is the largest number and v of n minus 2 is the second largest number. But that is not true if all the numbers are same. So that is the reason that corner case had to be handled, and I'm sure most of you had you were able to see this question, but for some people who were not able to see this, this was the case where it was failing for you. So if the number was something like 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, you're taking largest as 5, second largest as 5, it is giving 5 mod 5, 0, which is incorrect because the largest was 5 and second largest was 4. So you should have done 4 mod 5 is equal to when this condition is true, that is 4 mod 5, which is equal to 4, sorry, which is the maximum. So that's it. I'll try to solve the other questions from this long challenge, and for now I'll stop here. Thank you.